So today's dish, we are going to be making a grilled pork chop with a juicy California plum and walnut chutney. So the piece of pork I am using today is the thickest cut I could get from the local supermarket. It's about a tonkatsu slice, maybe a little bit thicker. So first we're going to start off by cutting our eschalot, and you want to start by cutting it as small as possible in small dice-sized pieces. If you can't find this particular eschalot, I would suggest using a red onion that you can find easily at any supermarket in Japan. So next, we want to get a nice juicy California plums. Cut them vertically in half. Twist. With a spoon, stick it in there and twist the seed out. Again, cut it in half. And what we're looking for is approximately 1 centimeter dice for the plum. And there you have it. Nice diced juicy plums from California. To start to make the chutney, first we want to warm the pan up. Then add a good heaping of olive oil. Start by sauteing your onions off. And what we're looking for is just until they're nice and caramelized down. Nice and soft. Should only be about 30 seconds. Now that we caramelized the onions down, start by adding your sugar. Cook the sugar out a little bit, but we don't want to brown it off. You'll start to notice it by seeing the sugar dissolving in the pan. You get to about this stage where it's all dissolved, and we want to hit it with about 50 to 100 ml of red wine vinegar. Now reduce this amount so it's all combined. With your California plums, place them in and gently cook them down until it forms a consistency that we're going to be happy with. You might have to turn down the heat to make this even easier. This will take about 3 to 5 minutes. So now that we're going to start to season our pork and cook. First, start off by seasoning it with a little bit of salt. Not too much, but just enough evenly coated. And place the pork inside the pan. What we're going to be looking for when we're cooking this pork is a nice even coating of golden brown. This should take about 2 to 3 minutes each side. So what we're looking for is a nice coating of golden brown, starting to get a little bit crispy, and that for me is fine. Now we're going to turn it over and allow the other side to cook. We want to add a bit of sage, just a bit of flavor, and cook it on top. It's going to add a nice bit of earthy flavor into the pork. Okay, so now that we've got our pork nice and cooked and it's rested for 3 minutes, we're ready to slice it to serve. Simply start by cutting in half. Checking it, we can see that the pork is nice and cooked, and we're going to slice it accordingly. And with our California plum chutney, we're going to sprinkle it over the top and on the side as garnish. With our leftover walnuts, again crumble them on top, just a bit of extra texture. Bit of parsley, just to brighten the dish up. Simply tear in your hand and place on. California plum chutney with pork.